it's Ashley, and welcome to another episode of Destination Putnam. I am here in my Hertz rent-a-car, and we are excited to introduce you to John Lovejoy with FreshAir. FreshAir is a new company here in Putnam County, and I can't wait for you to learn more about it. Thanks to our friends at CVI. Let's go. It's not the first time that's happened to me. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Destination Putnam.
Thank you.
Everyone, John Lovejoy.
Hi, everybody.
And he is with FreshAir, and we're thrilled to have you.
Well, thank you. Before we get started, I want to make sure that this camera's set to where I look tall and skinny.
You do.
Okay,
you do.
great.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, yeah. We do a lot of editing here. No, I'm just kidding. just playing. But there are a lot of blooper reels as well.
Oh,
so,
okay.
You know. But anyway, we're ready to go. We're going to get rolling here. Down Tays Valley Road. And so, John, let's start off a little bit by telling us just about yourself.
Well, I am originally from Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
I lived here in the area my whole life with the exception of 3 semesters of college in Florida. I spent probably around 22, 23 years living in Tays Valley, raised my kids there. And got divorced last year, or a couple years ago actually, and reside back in Nitro, my hometown.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's about me.
yeah, so almost lifelong Putnam County-ian.
Absolutely.
Well,
And
that counts for us. So.
I love Putnam County.
Yeah, what are some of the things that you like about it?
Well, I've always said that when it comes to raising your kids, there really isn't a better place to raise your kids than Putnam County. It is the most kid-focused, family-friendly area, and I'm so grateful for my boys growing up in this area. I really think it helped mold who they are. But in general, I just like the camaraderie. Everybody likes to see everybody win. You know, with the chamber, I always joke it's kind of like a community within the community.
Yeah.
You know, they realize down here in Putnam County that when one of us succeeds, the entire county succeeds.
Exactly.
And so I absolutely love that. It's just a thriving area. You've got everything you need within minutes of your front door.
Yeah, everything you need and access to anything additional you might want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. And in West Virginia, that's a rarity.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We are truly blessed.
Yeah, it is. It is great. And I think, you're right about growing up here. I grew up here, and now, my son will grow up here, and I just think it's a really nice environment for people to be.
I've always said, it amazes me that if there's ever a need put out for the kids, how this community just immediately responds and comes together, and that need is met.
Yeah.
And,
Absolutely.
I adore that about the county.
Yeah, it's great. So let's transition a little bit and talk about FreshAir. FreshAir is new.
It is.
And so why don't you tell us what it is?
FreshAir is an air filter changing company. Most people will tell me that they get their air filters at local box stores or whatever. We actually come out and we build a custom filter for your unit. The nice thing about that is since it's custom made, it's a tighter fit.
Yeah.
And our frames are metal, so they're heavier. That means every time your air unit kicks on and off, there's less movement in the filter, so less is getting around the filter and into your HVAC
going
unit.
into the filter.
Exactly.
Getting caught through the filter as opposed to going into your unit.
Exactly. So it helps protect your investment.
Yeah.
It also provides for healthier air quality inside the home. So then we actually come out and change that filter for you on a regular scheduled basis. So there's no more, is it time to change? Does the local box store have my size that I need?
Yeah.
Anything along that line.
Yeah, to get it on a regular schedule. Because I think, out of sight, out of mind sometimes.
And that's so true. And, or when you think about it, you're not anywhere near, and by the time, if you're like me, by the time you get back to where you're back home or back at work or whatever, your mind's been a million different directions.
Exactly. Or you don't always like make sure to notate somewhere the last time you change it, so then you're like, oh, I don't know, I feel like it was about this time, then you have to go back and look for a receipt or whatever. With FreshAir, you don't have to do that. You just have to. You guys take care of all that.
We take care of our customers from top to bottom, and I love that. My youngest son has asthma, and so being able to provide a healthy option for people that suffer from chronic illnesses or respiratory issues, it's nice to provide a service like that where you're doing something good for individuals.
Absolutely. So what's the process like if somebody was interested in having you guys come out and take a look?
Really, everything could be handled pretty much over the phone.
Oh, great.
If they give me a call or shoot me an email or whatever, we can handle everything there because the custom build frame is actually done on the first visit.
Oh, okay.
And that way the technician, when he gets out there, can build it on site.
Oh, nice.
And make sure that it's a good snug fit for the unit. And if need be, if something, that paperwork hasn't been signed prior to the technician coming out, the technician will bring it to that first visit and have you sign it right there. So if someone wants me to come out and see it ahead of time, we can do that also.
What about what if you have your system's like in a weird spot in your attic?
I had a feeling that's what you were going to ask. We walk across beams in attics. We go under crawl spaces.
So there's no space you can't get to.
There is no space whatsoever. Commercial wise, we'll go on rooftops.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where the unit is.
Oh, that's a good point too. We should, when I think about air filter, obviously we have a building here, but when I always think about homes first. You guys can do commercial as well.
We do commercials, industrial.
All of it.
Churches, banks, restaurants, retail spaces. And we do residential as well.
And for a company that doesn't have like a maintenance team on hand at all times, this is a really great opportunity to make sure that your units are, being taken care of.
Exactly.
And properly, and things being changed out when they should, specifically in things that might be dustier or restaurants with different,
Yes. And I'll tell you, the residential ladies love the fact that I can reduce the amount of dust in their home.
Oh, yeah.
I know personally that's my least favorite house chore.
Yeah.
But we can do that. That's not an issue whatsoever. And a lot of people are under the misconception they think they have a maintenance plan with their HVAC company.
Yeah.
And those are wonderful.
Yes.
They truly are. However, most of them do not include air filters.
They don't include the air filter.
Yes.
Yeah, you still have to.
So if they do that, it's at an additional charge.
Yeah.
And then they also only come out every 6 months. Typically, it's twice a year, that switch over from winter to spring and the switch over from summer to fall.
Yeah.
When in fact, an air filter should be changed at least every 90 days.
Oh, wow.
So it really should be something done quarterly in order to allow your unit to work at its peak efficiency and to make sure that you've always got that clean air, or as like to call it fresh air.
Fresh air. So and that's just great. A great partnership between you guys and the general HVAC companies. It's just a great partnership to ensure that the investment people are making in their homes or their companies or their businesses, organizations, whatever, is being taken care of properly.
Absolutely.
If somebody wanted to get some quotes from you, how should they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call my personal cell phone.
Okay.
It's 304-550-4777. Or they can reach out to me through email. It's the letter J, Lovejoy, just like it sounds, Lovejoy, at freshairfilters.us.
Perfect. I love it. Anything else you want to add?
No. Just, we believe that everybody deserves fresh air.
Everybody does deserve fresh air. All right, John, thanks for riding along with me in Destination Putnam. I'd like to thank our partners with Hertz as well as Creative Brands International. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.